champion. We are here. Let's get into it, Tech.
Let's talk about it.
The Steel Yard. Summer Madness 8. URL Ultimate Rap League. Pat Stay versus Tay Roc. This was billed and promoted by Tech9 on Champion as Two Worlds Collide.
Yep.
You got one of the, literally, probably to me, the best person from King of the Dot versus the face. The consistency level, probably the best person on URL.
Yep.
And they're facing each other. SMA. This match to me was very beautiful. I love this match outside of Tay Roc's third round, you know, him messing up. And he was doing good in the third round, by the way. I'd love to see how this battle turned out if he didn't do that, but very beautiful match. From strategy to bars to, oh man, even the intro from Tay Roc. That is the most. I've been to a million events, probably 300 if I'm going literally. A lot of events, I've never seen someone get that loud of a reaction. Probably SM1, Tech9 maybe. Give or take, you know. Because Webster Hall was 2,200.
I don't like to toot my own.
That's what I gotta do it for you.
Yeah.
There's 2,200 people at Webster Hall, so but Steel Yard's 800 to 1,000 people, and that building was packed. To capacity. You know when a building is super packed is when the champion booth gets flooded. That's supposed to be. They don't account for that.
No.
We couldn't move.
No, we couldn't.
But Tay Roc, Pat Stay, wonderful match. How you feel, Tay?
Fire battle. Of course it's going to get 1 million views. No question about it. You talked about Tay Roc getting the biggest pop in battle rap in recent years. Yeah. And I use the word, it was deafening in there. I mean, it was so loud. Pat came prepared for a war. Yeah, all 3 rounds. Pat was ready for the war. To me, Pat Stay is the funniest man in battle rap. I mean, this
on
guy...
On stage, glue Easy off.
Glue Easy off, yeah. Glue Easy is hilarious off stage. This guy has me crying at my TV screen when I'm watching him. What makes Pat so amusing is he doesn't even try. Like, it's just effortless. It's just like, he doesn't oversell his jokes. Yeah. His intention is just, you know what his intention is when the joke gets there. You either caught the joke or you didn't get the joke. And normally, 99% of the time, I catch all the jokes. He is hilarious. This battle right here was one of the reasons why I picked Pat Stay as my Cody Award winner for 2018.
Me too.
Both him and Ngechi accomplished things in battle rap that will probably never happen again. Gotti, of course, we know it can't happen again, winning champion of the night back-to-back 3 times in a row. And Pat Stay beating 3 God-tier opponents in the same year. Like, he beat Arsenal, he beat Tay Roc
4 months.
In Verb in the span of 4 months.
4 or 5 months.
Incredible. Incredible. Pat Stay had an amazing year in 2018. Pat Stay performed his best on 3 major platforms. I want to throw that in there as well. Not only did he beat 3 God-tier people, but he beat them on 3 stages that count the most. RBE, King of the Dot, URL. Amazing. Tay Roc to me was fire. Tay Roc's first round was probably his best round.
Yeah, fire, crazy first round.
Crazy. It was a great exchange. This is a fire battle.
Yeah.
Fire battle.
I saw it in round 1. You pretty much talk about him getting a crazy reaction. That lets him know he can do whatever he wants. He can get into his groove, go crazy, have fun with it, turn up from the rip. But he says, this drop, pat on his back, like, congratulations. That was fire. You said you took me in the wrong place. It's like London to me, the crowd erupts. He said he had a whole scheme about running his head through the wall. Look, I'm doing a Kamehameha. I like that. Crowd went crazy.
Fire.
Crowd was one of the best lines of the first round. Then when he ran it back, it was even crazy. I wanted to react the same like I did the first time. Crazy to me. Shirts be choking and squeezing him. Yet he still insists on getting the medium. I thought that was funny. That was on the lines of the Luigi Mustache versus Hollow in the second round.
Yeah.
Crazy. Patriots home field. Pat Stay DM. Pat Stay thought that was fire to me. Hit him into the point break. Got Patrick Swayze him. Fire. People over top him like, Pat, stay alive.
Ooh.
Pat, stay alive. That was fire. You supposed to be under rock. Your name Patrick. Fire. You got any more?
The Nissan Pathfinder line was okay. The cool. Background Duck Canadian dollar was dope. One thing I want to point out is Tay Roc electing to go first. I don't know why he wanted to go first. I see why, because he had a crazy first. But I feel like
you hate everybody but
I don't like nobody when they go first. I don't like that because I always say, man, it has to be a reason why. Like,
what did he win the coin toss?
No, he just elected to go first.
Oh, he did. He just went into it.
No flip. He just.
I couldn't come. It's like I couldn't
just,
come
no, just.
Yeah, I'm still sick about it.
At the end of the day, going last is to the battle rapper's advantage. You can rebuttal. You know, you can take the steam from what the battle rapper just said. Cross-examination. But fire. You pretty much hit all the lines. I think the white must not be treating you right. Reference to King of the Dot.
Yeah.
You said you took me in the wrong place. This looks like London to me. I love the way he acted that out. Was fire. You talked about the Kamehameha. Take a razor, cut through his bone till I break a finger.
Run your head through a wall, look like I'm doing a Kamehameha.
Run his head through the wall, look like I'm doing a Kamehameha. Oh, I wish I had my matches. I'd strike it right now. Fire first from Tay Roc. What do you got
Pat
from Pat?
said went, just started off my opinion so you don't get lost in here. It wasn't enough. I thought he had a great first round.
Before you get to this first, I love the ad-libs. I'm a fanatic for ad-libs when they come perfectly. Someone yells, "We don't want to hear that King of the Dot ish," and Pat acknowledged it and say, "Word." so I just love the fact that he acknowledged that he heard the fan that yelled out, "We don't want to hear that King of the Dot ish," and he just said, "Word," and it was a dope moment. Go ahead.
All right. He started off with like, "You're in 3 different battle rap gangs."
I bet your mother's worried sick.
She's worried sick. That's a hard bar. It's his subtleties that makes it funny. And he went to back in the UK, same connect, but just a different plug. He pointed out that this is not Summer Madness, this is Autumn Madness 8. Thought that was hilarious. Lay Roc out smooth, Granite Top. Crazy to me. I'm not Pat Stay, you goddamn right. After that, he proceeded to push you around all goddamn night. I thought that was funny initially to point out. He started getting to the almost fight angle, which I think is prepared for the second round.
I know you're tight. Hold me back. You got me? Yo, get off! Hold my hat. Hold my shirt.
Which I'll let you get into. The rum nitty nearly touched his pocket, grazed it. So you had nuclear warfare, global warming, and then a pocket tap.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious too.
That was so dope.
I thought this was dope too. As an approach, I'd rather stay calm and diffuse shit instead of always never doing shit. I thought that was dope from Pat Stay first.
It was dope. I like the Pat rebuttal. The guy that was making trouble, Nelly got a Band-Aid on his eye.
That was in the first.
This is the guy that I talked about.
Notes.
Yeah, it's old notes. This is the guy that Beasley cooled down and promised that if he cool out, he'd get him on stage to see the battle that he wanted. Of course, he gets him on stage, and this guy acts like a complete fool.
This is the same guy. There's people talking about, "Oh, you got to be in the building." This is one of the reasons why I say sometimes you don't have to be in the building. He literally messed up Soul versus Gemini for me.
He did.
Like every time Soul's going off, he says something. I gotta turn my head. Like the whole back end of the steel yard kept turning. Like, what's this guy on? What is he doing? What's he doing? So I had to watch Soul and Gemini over again on pay-per-view.
I think that's the first time we've ever been heckled.
Crazy, man.
Like he was bothering Avocado.
Yeah.
Like, this guy. But
go ahead.
Fire first from Pat. I think you touched on all the lines. Yeah, you touched on every line that I would have had. No,
I don't write down all of them.
And to me, what do you say? You say they don't teach this stuff in battle school.
Battle school.
There's
a battle school.
What I'm he didn't say that. What I'm saying is, and I've got my lines all mixed up. But what I'm saying is, when Pat acknowledges the lady that yells or the person that yells out, "Don't do this King of the Dot ish." When he says word, what I'm saying is they don't teach this in battle school. You got to just pick this stuff up. Like he's so much of a vet that he knows when to react and when not to react. But overall, fire first from Pat. I gave Tay Roc the first round.
Give the first round of Tay Roc clear.
Yeah.
Clear. You should have stayed on his path.
Absolutely. Round 2, Roc comes out.
To me.
And I want to point this out. We already talking about this poor drunk fool. This guy bumps into the lighting. And that's when Beasley's had enough. And Beasley telling him, yo, man, you got to go. I commend Beasley for giving this guy a chance and de-escalating the situation that was going on around the champion booth in the early part of the event. But Beasley was pretty much at his breaking point. He really gave his guy several chances to redeem himself. And once he start bumping into equipment and almost falling off the stage, okay, you got to go. Threw him out. Crowd cheers. They love it. Get him out of here. Tay Roc talks Pat using crack, leading into how he used to cop. You'll get crack in front of. Used to get crack in front of your kids. To me, I think the crack angle was overused. He spent the whole second round on Canadian crack Canada dry. Line up white with the debit card. I like that line. Line up white with my debit card. My shooter accept PayPal. I can line up white with a debit card.
You probably, on hollow hands, because you need it when you need it white.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
However, for the new guys out there, don't ever pay through PayPal. If you're gonna have, I suggest you don't PayPal them anything. It'll be a direct link to the funds you've provided for the services. But to me, this was a stale second round for Tay Roc. There was a lot of overuse.
I mean, you could tell in the crowd reaction though too.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just made a mistake by drawing the crack use out. He just drawed it out. It was a very light round. He dilly-dallied on about Pat Stay using drugs.
Do you think he was trying to adjust to Pat Stay?
I think he was. He said he was changing his approach, but it just didn't come off. It just came off stale to me. I mean, in the beginning it was funny.
First, he could have won.
He would have. Yeah. He could have won a second because it was funny in the beginning, but it dragged on through the whole round. Crack. You're on crack. You do crack. Pat Stay comes out, rebuttals. Tay Roc talking about him battling transgender. Roc talks about Roc being from where he's from and how it's a gated community and how on Halloween they hand out
Harford County.
Yeah, they hand out king size chocolate bars. He had an 8 Mile reference. Tay Roc's parents have a real good marriage. His Rottweiler pissed because the ice machine on the fridge. Thought that was dope. Roc goes on his phone. I peeped this. Roc goes on his phone midway through Pat rhyming. This is a telling sign that he doesn't remember his third. So that's why I knew there was trouble coming.
I don't think that was the reason though. Go ahead.
But he looked through his phone, and that's normally I'm trying to remember or how my line starts. Blackface mask on, and I ain't get a facial, but when this appeal, it gets painful. I like that line. You called my son an itch. Well, let's switch the table. Will it be funny when your daughter's getting blank?
This is where
very explicit. Started. This is where the argument starts. Pat Stay's holding his ground. He's not backing down. Tay Roc's being aggressive, but Pat Stay's like, man, whatever. Let's do whatever you want to do.
He said, I said, you're an itch, and your son, that's the type of shit you say to your mama. I'm talking to your mama. That's where the fight was.
Yeah. What Pat was referring to is, you talked about my son. Well, let's see what happens when my son get with your daughter. On the lines of that. You think that was crazy though? You saying that my son getting with your daughter? No. I don't think that crossed the lines at all. He's basically saying, look, I'll send my son after her. Like
Yeah, they liked that versus Arsenal. Yeah. And they're 1-on-1.
Yeah, I don't think it was crazy. I think Roc kind of overreacted a little bit, but it's still made for a good back and forth altercation. It didn't go anywhere. Smack intervened. It was quickly resolved.
Do you think Pat Stay should strategically push his buttons?
Absolutely.
Because the first round he sets up, you almost fight, and now he says this in the beginning of the second round, and this in the middle of the second round, and then he says this. Each poking you to almost fight. Now you almost fight. Now he looks really good because you're about to almost fight. He said, look at him, we're almost fighting.
And Yak Man gets in the middle. I don't think Yak Man knew Pat Stay's mic was picking up. Yeah. But Yak Man says, come on, Pat Stay, you doing good. It's not going to look good on camera for him. Talking about Roc. Yeah. I don't know if Pat knew. I don't know if Yak Man knew, but he clearly showed who he was siding with in the second round. I seen you post about your dead homie, and I liked it. Leave it torn between the two. I'm decisive. Fired second for Pat Stay. The Roc almost about to fight. really, really, really hit home for me. It played right into Pat Stay's hand. I thought he won the second round clear.
I thought he won the second round clear.
Yeah.
As well. And then the third, we know what happened.
We know what happened in the third. And surprisingly, Roc had a pretty good...
did.
He started off really fire in this first. He had the Fashion Nova for men line, kick him with the dress, Stacey Adams in the face. Your face, I'll sock it. I'm a 100%. I'm going to get a battery, 100%. I'm going to get a battery charge. The Mortician, Madam Ticole line, 2 guns on the table. That's arm wrestling. Treat his head like a football to Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
I'm not Pat Stay. He's getting crazy reaction. Then he has the slight stumbles.
Yeah.
Then he gets to the bridge.
But I feel like when he did that line, he started hitting his chest real hard. Like hard. I can feel it from the back.
Yeah.
So you don't think that it had something to do with him choking?
It could be. It could be. He had the British Bulldog line.
Yeah.
And then he had more stumbles.
And more stumbles.
And the lines when you stumble.
Yeah.
The lines start not. They start. They don't
hit. They lose effectiveness.
They lose.
And then on top of that, the headline's gonna read because Tay Roc hasn't choked since PG Skillet.
I wouldn't classify it as a choke though.
I mean, stumble, whatever you want. He hasn't messed up a battle since PG Skillet, probably in a decade.
Damn.
So it's like, oh, this is Roc messing up?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. And that becomes the narrative for the battle.
Yeah. But I don't want to classify it as a choke because he still got through his third, and I think he got a lot of content out. A choke to me is
you're done.
You're done. You missed half your round. What's going on here? And I felt Tay Roc stumbled, bumbled, and all that. But I don't think it's a choke like how people choke and they just don't remember anything.
So multiple stumbles. Not a good. Started off fire. First part, oh my God, and then second half. In trouble.
Yeah, well, Pat Stay was definitely in trouble. Yeah. Second half, just wasn't there. Pat Stay comes out in the third. Rebuttals the Rooney line. Why you aim like that? What a close connection. Explains why your rounds have no direction. He rebuttals. Tay Roc stumbles in the second, choking so bad right now. Roc get launched over my shoulder. Specifically, I knew something was wrong with you when you pronounced specifically. Yeah. In a URL, you don't get no W's. Period. He was breaking down Roc battles. Mad at Hitman because you don't get half what he's paid. You're supposed to be the face of smack. What a smack in the face. I thought that was dope. Called a hitman to get the job done. I thought that line was crazy. I thought Pat Stay was fine.
I thought y'all respected shooter. Ain't this your top gun? Must be the aiming shit. So they called hitman to get the job done. Sorry, yeah. So the crowds.
Yeah. Fire third from Pat Stay. The crowd is chanting 2-1, 2-1. They got it right in London. 2-1, 2-1. Dope third from Pat Stay. Picking up where he left off in the second. Fire battle though overall. I got Pat second and third, but a dope battle.
Got Pat second and third too. Definitely a dope battle. Would love to see Tay Roc clean it out clearly. It probably would have been a classic.
It would have.
You know what I mean? And one for the ages, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I got it. Second and third, Pat Stay. See what happens next. With that being said, champion.
Altercation. We ain't for no games, ain't no ducking phase. Need a play. Niggas running plays, they be busting K's. Run it up.